Guys, alrighty. Welcome to another edition of Do You Know What Time It Is? Oh, am I presenting to everyone?
Hey, listen, I put a lot of ads out.
Oh, you did? No. Alrighty, guys, welcome to another edition of what is this? Gone off of us. Great to see you, my man. Alrighty, so welcome to, guys, another edition of Market Update Time with your host, Johnny Howe. Getting ready for another amazing week, guys. Another amazing week. Alrighty, guys. So let's get straight into it right now. Ava, how you doing? Let's get straight into today. We're going to be talking about today, guys. We're going to be covering some things that I've been covering. I've covered in the past, but I just want to get you guys ready, set for today, and get ready for the market. And that's what. Hey, Marshmallow. I tell you what, Marshmallow, every time I look at that name, I think you remember the story I told you. My maiden name, or my mum's name, is Marsh. My mum's last name is Marsh. So some people used to call me John Marsh, and so therefore, at school they used to call me Marshmallow because I was a fat kid. So there you go. Every time I look at that, it reminds me of my fat kid childhood. Alrighty, so hey Chris, what's up, man? Alrighty, getting ready to hop into today's session. Yeah. Great name, love it. Keep the marshmallow going. The marshmallow lives on. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty. Before I start, guys, let me bring on the typical disclaimer here. You know what time it is. Where are we here? Cool. Alrighty, so one thing I want to share with you today is I want to share with you just a bit of a market update today, guys, and share with you what's going on in the markets right now, and we'll be going from there. So before I start, guys, do not place a trade based on what you'll see in this session today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. What I'm about to share with you is no guarantees. I'm just sharing with you what I'm seeing in the market right now, okay? So there's no guarantees of making money in the markets if you don't know what you are doing. Now, in the past sessions, I've talked about the stock market, I've talked about silver and gold, and I've talked about a lot of things. A lot of people think, okay, well, the market's not going to crash, so therefore I'm going to go long. Wrong. It's the wrong way to think, right? It's the wrong way to think. Now, why I'm saying that is because, remember, you only want to trade based on a proven pattern. Now, that pattern could be anything, guys. Just pick something. It could be a flag formation. Maybe you like bullish flags. And then maybe it's bearish flags. Maybe it's pennants. Maybe it's triangle breakouts. I don't know. But find something. Find something that you really like, and then what you want to do is you want to find out exactly what about that setup that you really like. And so what I mean by that is that if you like a bullish flag, as an example. Now I'm starting off with this, guys, because so many people get this wrong. I'm starting off with this because if you really like bullish flags, well, then what you want to do is, okay, I like bullish flags. What about the flag do I really like in particular? What does the flag need to look like? Maybe you need to factor in some other things such as support and resistance, maybe trend analysis as well too. And also the entry bar. What does the entry bar need to look like? Does it have to be closing above resistance? Does it have to be closing? Does it have to be closing just out of the flag? All that sort of stuff. What I'm trying to give you guys is a bit of a guide of how you develop a trading plan. A trading plan starts with the trading setup, and then you have other rules, right? So I have my trading setup, and then I have another 4 or 5 other rules. I look at the higher time frame, support and resistance, trend analysis, so on and so forth, to make sure that I'm getting into a high quality, high probability trade. That's how you develop your own plan, right? And then what you want to do is then after that, then you want to go back and backtest and backtest and backtest and backtest and backtest to find out exactly what about the actual flag. If that's what you like, you might like ascending triangle patterns or descending triangle patterns. You may like bear flags better than bull flags. and you know, and all that sort of stuff. So that's what trading, that's what a trading plan means. Now, I'm not saying you should go trade flags. There's plenty of different patterns out there, right? There's plenty of different patterns out there. Like there's so many things out there that you can really use to start to get an edge on your side, to start to develop a success. Trading doesn't have to be that difficult. And I'm gonna get into a bit of what I mean by that in just a minute here. But you know, guys, again, trading doesn't have to be that difficult. And what I mean by that is like you could simply have a trading plan that starts off with something like this. All right. So I'm gonna bring up my good old Snagit tool. You guys like my Snagit tool, don't you? I like my Snagit tool too. Oh, it's Monday. I'm fired up for the markets. Let's go. I'm actually pretty excited right now, guys, because yesterday I spent the day in a GT 500 Mustang, 600 horsepower, cruising around the Sydney beaches. And it was just absolutely incredible. For you guys that know Gone in 60 Seconds, Eleanor, for you guys that are car fans. So yeah, it was truly amazing and truly incredible. In fact, you know what? Let me just do this here. I'll share some photos with you here, and share that with you before I get started. For you guys, man, you just get to the markets, John. Shut up, you. I'll share. All right. So so here was one photo. So here's one photo of, this is obviously me in the car there, and obviously this is the car here. So this is what I did yesterday. Just absolutely amazing, absolutely just beautiful car. And just yeah, as I said before, 600 horsepower, purely. That's me. That's just me all through it. I'm a bit of a adrenaline junkie, so that's me. That's my kid. That's the kid inside of me. Anyway, so what I mean by trading can be simple, trading can be easy. If you setting up some sort of pattern, right? You may like, you know, a trading setup could be something as simple as, you know what, you may like something simple as, you know what, I'm going to trade the daily chart, but what I'm looking for is on the weekly chart, I'm going to look for the market to actually come back down, have a bit of resistance through here. I'm looking at the market to come back up, come down, and then get some sort of bounce through here. And I'm going to enter here. And on the daily chart, I'm looking for maybe some sort of a reversal candle, or maybe I'm looking for some sort of engulfing candle through here. And I'm going to enter here. The stop's going to be here, and I'm going to have a target up here. Like, the purpose of me saying this, guys, now, by the way, I don't trade any of what I've just said in front of you guys. I'm just trying to give you guys, if you guys are trying to get a bit of a hint on how do you develop a trading plan, how do you develop a trading setup, it doesn't have to be that difficult. And as you can see, right, most of the stuff that I'm talking about here is actually from the chart itself, So that's what you're seeing through there, guys. And, you know, and it could be it's that simple. If there's a support here and the support here, and you're getting a bit of an engulfing pattern through here, maybe it's a candlestick, your entry here, your entry exits there, your target will be the next major resistance through there. And generally you're going to get at least a one, if not, be good to get at least a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. So if you can get a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio on every single trade, and that's all you took was setups just like that, you're probably going to have a 70% success rate. 70%, you're going to lose one. Call it $1,000 you're going to lose. And, or no, 30% of the time you're going to lose 1,000, and 70% of the time you're going to make 2,000. You're making money. But what is the key here? If this was the setup here, or maybe it was some sort of flag formation where you're looking for a nice good flag breakout, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it is that. But what is everything I've just shared with you? That's 20% of your success. What is the other? What is the other percent of your success? Your consistency. How consistent are you at just trading that setup? How disciplined are you at just trading that setup? And how patient are you at just waiting for that setup as long as you have to? That's where everyone goes wrong in the markets. It's these three little things here that stop you from getting ahead in the market. All right. So I wanted to start off today's little market update with that because so many people get this wrong. It's like they think that they're trying to jump in and jump out and they're not doing the work and, they're spinning the wheels. My success skyrocketed when I just started focusing on what? Just my one setup. And I wasn't taking anything else. And when I focused on my one setup, everything started to fall into place. And the more I was consistent, disciplined, and patient at that one setup, not because I think or thought it was a good idea, that's when everything took off from there. So I hope you can see, right? And it makes sense. If you want consistent profits long-term in the markets, you must be consistent at trading the markets, meaning consistent at taking a setup that you believe in. And this is where the hard work comes in for you guys if you seriously want to do this as a profession. Because as I said before, if it is a flag, right? If it is some sort of a flag formation that you like, cool, this is the flag here. What does the pole need to look like? What does the actual flag need to look like? When you get the breakout bar, are you looking for a breakout bar to actually break above resistance, or is it just okay to be down through here where there's resistance up through here? Do you see what I'm saying here? So it's the finite details. Are you happy? Are you looking for something that's looking very strong here, flag, or are you happy being something? Are you happy taking setups like this, which actually then goes into the flag formation through here, and then where you go? You get what I'm trying to say, right? So that's where real success comes into it, right? Because when you start to say, okay, I like flags, but what about the flag that I like? What are the exact rules now? What's the pole need to look like? And once you start to develop this trading setup and you start to wrap rules around it and so on and so forth, that's how you start to build confidence in your trading, and you start to build success in your trading, and you start to build momentum in your trading from that. Because it's not just say, I like trading flags, but it's, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this particular thing in the pole. I'm looking for this, maybe in the actual flag itself. So the flag here could be either big bars going down through here. You may be okay with that. Or this through here, you may be looking for something that's actually just got small bars and then maybe a large bar breakout out of the flag. Like, I don't know. What is it for you? Do you see what I'm saying there? So many people, it's not just a general, oh, well, let's just look at I trade this or I trade that. What about the ascending triangle pattern that, if it is an ascending triangle pattern or a descending triangle pattern, what about that is going to make you, is going to be the setup that you like. Now, I'm telling you right now, guys, and I'll give you a bit of a hint out of my study and out of my analysis. I used to trade triangle patterns a lot. In fact, if you actually go in, when you get the John's trading course here, I'm not going to give my trading course a plug, right? It's $27. I'm going to go buy a cup of tea with it. One thing I found about the ascending triangle patterns, and this has only come from hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of study, is one thing I realized is that the bigger the triangle pattern, the better. But one thing I realized out of triangle patterns, a bit of a hint for you guys, is that when the market runs up, we get a higher high, right? We're getting this squeezing up into some sort of a triangle pattern. One thing I realized is that if we want a good chance of it breaking out, I call it the blast off trading system. If we want a really, really, really good chance of it breaking out and going for a run, what we need is we need the market to hit resistance where it's getting to the pointy end of the triangle pattern, come down, create some sort of higher low really quickly, and then shoot up. That's what we're looking for. So this small little high low before the breakout is the key to, for me personally, to having a really nice chance of this thing absolutely just taking off, right? Then it's not. Now, how the heck did I even understand? How the heck did I even know that? Tell you right, guys. Now it's like I used to trade. I used to trade the triangle patterns again and 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 again in the markets all the time. And the number one defining factor with the triangle pattern was this small little higher low. Firstly, we need a long time here. Call this a couple of months on the daily chart. And then we just need a small little higher low before the breakout. And then woof. And then on top of that, what we need is we need a good, strong breakout bar. And then we also need a good increase in volume. I just gave you guys a trading plan just there. You guys stick to this setup here. You probably, you'll be right probably about 75% of the time, meaning you'll make money 75% of the time. And most of the time, this will give you most of the time will give you sometimes as 3 or 4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So in that trading course, that John's Flash Show, in the trading course, I walk you through an exactly live setup when I did the video, I was walking through an actual Forex setup, and you'll be able to see that, right? You'll be able to see exactly what that is. Now, again, here is just one simple thing here, guys, that I've just given you, one simple plan. But what most people don't like is like, oh, John, I haven't had if that's what you're going to trade, then trade that. But John, I haven't had a trade for 2 months. I haven't had a trade for a couple of months. And then the third month comes, you put 10 grand on this, and that 10 grand turns into 40 or 50 grand in one trade. How many trades like that throughout the year do you need to do really well? You see what I'm saying there, guys? So it's not this trading system, like it works. Everything I've told you, like even that whole system where the market runs down, weekly support, come back down, find support, daily chart, blah, blah, blah. What I was saying before. It all works, right? It works. But you got to be consistent, disciplined, and patient at trading that. That's what it's all about, right? And so I wanted to start off with this, guys. I didn't really plan to go into much detail about this, but I wanted to start off with this. But as you can see, right, it has nothing to do with indicators and everything about the markets. And so many people still struggle to this day only because they're getting into things because they think it's the top, they think it's the bottom, they think the market's going to crash because of some sort of data or some sort of news. Where's Jesse B? Jesse B, I'm gonna Jesse B, where are you? I'm gonna give you some flack. Jesse B, out of all people, and you guys know, right? You guys know if you guys have been following me now for at least for the last few weeks. Jesse B comes on my YouTube video that I did yesterday. He goes, one of the news reporters came out and said the market's going to test the new lows. Wow. And my reply was, yep, the news reporter really knows what's going to happen. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious now? Oh, some people just don't get it. And Jesse B, he just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So Jesse B, if you're watching this, my man, I'm calling you out on that shit. So anyway, there's a little stuff for you guys, okay? Developing a trading plan, it doesn't have to be that difficult. It doesn't have to be that hard in the markets. You just got to know, you just got to figure out exactly what you're looking for. And then it's all about just focusing on that. Be patient, be patient, be patient. And only take that setup. Forget Donald Trump, forget the news, forget the data, forget recessions, forget anything that anyone else says, and you'll be successful. The problem with you is that one, you're not patient enough to wait for the perfect setup. And secondly, you start to listen to all this shit out there that gets you to do things that, oh, crap. It just built my teeth. And secondly, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you at all. When trading the markets. Just give me a sec, guys. Give me 1 minute. I just spilled my tea. Oh crap! All over my shorts as well too. I got white shorts, green tea. Good on you. Give me a minute, guys. I know you can't see this, but I'll be there in about 30 seconds. 30 seconds and counting. 29, 28. Oh, crap. What a show bucket. Here I was in the mood. Oh, well. It's all good. It's not that bad. 10 seconds, guys. I'll be back. 10 seconds and I'll be back. Alrighty, how's that mouse going? Is the mouse still working? Yes, it is. All right, cool. All right, let's go. All right, I'm back at it now, guys. Let's continue. So I hope you can see what I'm saying through there. Alrighty, so one thing I want to share with you guys first, for starters, is that some people have asked me. Obviously, mindset is a big thing to your trading success. Okay. And mindset is a real big thing. Now, when you go to, let me do this here. when you go to mastertraderlab.com, I want you guys to think about it. Look at this here. This is the mastertraderlab.com. This is the free membership site, or the free trial that I'm giving away to the membership site. And the reason I'm bringing this up here is because I want to draw your attention down to this very bottom one through here. This is called the Advanced Millionaire Mindset. Click on something to think about down the bottom through here. And this is my mentor here. This is actually my mentor walking you through. This is an 8-part video series. You can see it goes through all the way through to 8. It's an 8-part video series that you get. Again, you can get a free trial to this at mastertraderlab.com. And when you get access to this, start watching this Something to Think About mindset training, because this is the stuff here, right? This is the stuff here. The purpose and outcomes. The purpose for conducting a weekend is on advanced trading psychology is twofold. Firstly, to support your quest in becoming a professional trader. Secondly, to be able to modify the process used for attracting money and apply them in every area. So many people are struggling with the mindset. So watch this session through here, right? It's only a couple hours long in total. It's just broken down into small bite-sized chunks. So mastertraderlab.com, you can grab a free trial and make sure you go watch this here, because that's going to really help you when it comes to your mindset stuff. Alrighty, so I've been asking some people saying, John, how do I get good at the mindset? What is the mindset? Blah 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 blah, all that sort of stuff. I'm just like, all right, let me bring this up through here. All right, cool. So guys, looking at the stock market right now, looking at what's happening right now, what I see here, guys, in the Dow Jones Transportation Average is that we're at this level of support right now. Now this has come back down, right? So this is one of those weekly support levels, right? So we have a lot of support through here. This is the transportation average. And now we're having a bit of a drop down through here. And we're at this level of support. And you can see by looking at these volume spikes that we're at this level of support right now. So this has a really good chance now of actually continuing up. Looking at the actual Dow Jones though, we haven't really been getting any volume spikes at all out of this. We did get a gap down and then a close higher. So it'd be really interesting to see what's really going on through here and what's actually happening through. So it'd be interesting to see whether we do get the bounce out of here. The transports does look like it wants to actually get that bounce. And again, very, very, very low volume, right? We're not getting any big volume spikes right now, which is saying that the sellers are pretty weak right now when looking at that. Moving on to silver and gold, guys. Silver and gold has actually had a really, really nice up bar. But I would expect to see, yeah, we may get a little bit more up movement, but short term, guys, especially the silver market, we're in a very sideways choppy right now. There's no real clear trend. So there's no high probability of this continuing up or continuing down. Just sideways. This is now called time, and it's now just trying to make its decision based on what it wants to do. And the same for the gold market as well too. We are at these major levels of support here. On gold. So it does look like we may be able to get a bit of a run out of this thing through here. And if we start to break above this key areas up here, 1340, then that's going to be the key area to see a nice move up, a nice move higher. So that's what we're looking at through there with gold, and what's happening through there. And the GDX and GDXJ are looking pretty powerful as well too. But once again, we created the lower low, so there could be some sort of lower high through here, guys. You just want to be careful of that. Whenever we get a lower low, that means that it's not, the buyers are not in control, but the sellers are not in control either. If we get, because we could get some sort of lower high through here and then break back down through here. If we do break back down through here, back, if that does happen, create some sort of lower high through here, then we break this sort of $30 level, then we're probably going to come back down and test these lows through here again, which is, I know it's pretty, it's right now it doesn't look like that because we're holding massive support level, but we need to be flexible on what could happen. So that's what's happening through there, guys. Okay, you just got to, again, flow with the market. Higher low, lower low. That means the buyers are not raising their prices anymore. And now, once again, if we get some sort of lower high, that could break down. Now, on the flip side, guys, on the flip side of this here, if we do stop and we continue up from here and we start to break out and we go to this weekly chart, then we break up and out of this, say, $34 level, then that could be the start of a run to, say, first target of 42 and then 52. And then if it breaks that, then massive massive bull market, not vertical spike, massive bull market is probably well on its way. But this is the first signs of what's happening through here. So again, guys, anything can happen. And that's, as you can see, right, you want to be alert to both sides, to both scenarios based on what the market is telling you. Here we had a high, a higher low, a higher low. Buyers are raising their prices. Now we came down, created a lower low. That's not buyers in control. There's no one in control. It's sideways. So you want to see what happens through here. Do we actually falter through here and then create a lower high and break back down? If so, the miners are going to get slammed again. But if we do start to break back up and so on and so forth. So there's a bit of an update for you guys. And I hope that helps you out. Let me go now to answer any questions you guys have. I can't believe I spilt my tea. So if you have any questions, guys, put them in the chat box. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Just got to do a wee. Alrighty, guys. So let's go straight into the questions. It looks like a bear trap. Markets might still go higher before stock reversals. Cunny. Firstly, I actually liked the name. But yeah, pretty cool. Maybe you could be right, and you may be wrong as well too. So you need to be keep an eye on that. Right now, it's not a bear trap, because a bear trap is either a clear a rally where it doesn't make a lower high, or a bear trap could be something like what we got at the start, like what we got a bear trap or a bull trap, like what we got at the start of the year, right? We had this high, we had a nice break up above the high, and then we actually broke back down. I've got a question here. Is USD, actually, because I'm streaming this on my Facebook page as well, is USD weak this week? UUP, I think it is. Yep. No. The US dollar is actually looking really, really strong here. So I definitely wouldn't want to be fighting this market. And here we go, guys. Here we go, right? So what do we have here? We had a what? We had a high. So we had a lower high here, didn't we? We had a lower high here. And this is where, guys, it's really, really interesting to see what's actually happening right now in the markets, right? So we had a and this is where flowing with the market is really, really important. We had a high, right? We had a low. We had a lower high. But did it break previous lows? No, it actually created a higher low, did it? Higher high. What's this here? This is what? This is a support level. This is now a higher low. This is a bit of an up candle. Hang on a minute. Wasn't that just the system I just taught you guys a minute ago? I think I'm making this shit up. Where the market has resistance, comes back down, finds support at that resistance level, then bounces back up, engulfing pattern or a nice big breakout candle. Look at it run. I think I'm making this shit up, guys. And now dollar looks like it's about to break up the new highs and go for another nice run. So no, dollar's actually looking really strong. And as you can see, right, it's just flying with the markets. Flying with the markets. It's really, and actually, as you can see, right, oh, and look at this here. What do we have here? We had a nice breakup. And what did I say about volume? We need what? We need a volume spike. Did we get a volume spike here? Oh, trading is so difficult. So, and you guys know, right? If you guys that are watching me at the start, that there is pretty much the exact setup that I taught you guys on the Snagit tool a minute ago. I haven't looked at US dollar for a while. I just got that on my Facebook group there. So, Samar said yes, it is. Oh, Samar, are you saying yes? It is pretty much the exact same pattern I just taught a minute ago. Is that what you're saying? There you go, guys. There you go. Can't be that difficult. And you know what? And your stops below here. Your target's where? At the resistance level. Bingo. Trading is so difficult, I tell you. No, it's not. But if that's what you look for, then only trade that and you do well. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. No, the USD. Yep. So and as you can see, right? Look at this weekly chart. High, higher, low, higher, low. So I always look at the weekly chart for the major trend as well too. High, higher, low. It looks like wow. Look at all this time here. Wow, 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 wow. Meaning, look at all this sideways action here, guys. This is what we call time in the market. So if we start to get a big breakout, all right, so what do we have here? We had this level through here. All right, the market actually came down, found support, came down. What happened here? This was now a false breakout to the upside. Whenever you get a false breakout of the channel, it actually breaks back up above the channel. You now have a high probability chance of getting back to the top of the channel, which is up through here. And if we break out of this channel, if we break out of this sideways and we break up, the US dollar could be getting ready to go for another big run. Really, really interesting, guys. Really interesting. So that's what happens when you get false breakouts. I'm not sure if you guys have actually heard me talk about that in the past, but whenever you get a sideways channel, like this, and it breaks down, that breakout should be nice and strong. But if it breaks down, then goes sideways and breaks back up again, breaks back above the channel, well, guess what? That's actually the first target. The first target would be the top of the channel on the other side. The second target would be a projected target. The second target would be a projection, meaning you'd measure from the higher the market, so the higher the channel, down to the lower the channel. You'd project that out up to there. You would then put a line through there, and so that'll be your second target. So if guys, and that could be a trading system yourself. What I just said there, like what we call the false breakout, right? The false breakout, which simply means exactly that. Once a clear defined channel, if it breaks down and then we start to break back above the channel and we start to break back into it, well, guess what? Your stop is down through here. Your target is up through here, which is probably going to be at least 3 to 4 to 1 risk to reward. And if it gets there and we break above that, then your next target is going to be 29. Even if you're 50-50 right and your target was up here and your stop was down through here, even if you're 50-50 right, you're going to make money. So for you, guys, can you give me a yes in the chat box if you've heard me talk about that false breakout scenario in the last couple of weeks? I just want to make sure that you guys have seen that. I've talked about how the false breakout happens. If false breakouts go sideways, breaks back above it. So yeah. Alrighty, cool. Oh, fantastic, Cube, fantastic. So yeah, so that's what's happening right now in the markets there, and that's why I say, guys, there's so much you can get from the charts. There is so much. Drew, don't you delete the comment? Don't you delete it? I saw the comment. Don't delete it. You always delete your comments. Do not delete it. Keep it there. Let's go. I'm going to check the monthly. What is the monthly chart? Oh, isn't that interesting? Cool. Look at this here. And this major resistance up here is major resistance for the last 10 years. Wow. Wow. Oh, you deleted it. Come on now. Drew, you. Let's go back to the daily chart. So you guys know what I'm talking about there. Bye. So anyway, so that's basically what's happening there in the US dollar there. I have so much fun, guys. I really do. I have so much fun what I do. On the Facebook, Samir said, do you recommend SMA 200? Why then? Why use the 200? The only reason why I use a 50 or the 52 is it gives me a good couple of months on the daily chart. It just gives me some sort of gauge of where momentum is at that time. But as you can see, right, you don't need the moving average. You know, you could just do, right? You could really just trade like that. Resistance comes up, higher high, higher low. Can't be that easy, can it? Alrighty, so yeah, you don't need a lot of stuff on your charts, guys, to do well in the markets. So I hope that makes sense to me. It's like you want to make sure, again, I use one moving average because it gives me a good gauge of momentum at the time. Gives me a good gauge of momentum at that time. Alrighty, so let's continue now on the YouTubes for Garnish says, do you buy the theory that the markets are being propped up by central banks? Well, you know what? Even if they are, who cares? Even if they are, who cares? The market will continue. The forces that move these markets have been the same for centuries. Apart from, you know, high frequency trading, but the exact same patterns that form a bullish trend, a bearish trend, a recession, that a crash, all that sort of stuff. The same sort of patterns that is how the markets work, that were working. That's how the markets work. Happen, you know. So when you actually, in fact, guys, when you actually go to the trading course, I have 2 videos there teaching you trading techniques, right? At johnsflashstyle.com. And then a really powerful trading technique, basically the trading technique is based on how the markets work. But I even bring back a chart back at 1950 to say, listen, not only is it working today, but 1950s it was actually working. It's because of how the markets work. So the central banks propping it up, whatever. We can't do anything about that anyway. Even if they are, that's not going to make or break us as a trader. I've been trading for 25 years and still have problems with being patient. It's hard, but really is the key. Niche 586. Exactly right. Exactly right. Now, as a niche, the one thing that's helped me with patience is I kept records of all the trades that I took, and the trades that I weren't patient with. I was very, very honest about them. And then over time, about 6 months of doing this, I linked so much pain. I started realizing that my impatience is causing me to go backwards. So now I link so much pain to doing that, because now I saw how much money I was just throwing away by my impatience. So now when I'm looking at the markets, I'm happy to sit there for a whole week, a whole month if I have to, and not take a trade, because my impatience is one thing that causes me to go backwards. So I link so much pain to taking shit trades right now, because I know if I haven't taken a trade for the whole month and my account's still at break even than it was 30 days ago, I'm still up. The reason I'm still up is because I know if I was trading like a madman, like most traders do, my account would actually be down. So I'm still up. I've done good. I did good job. You do good job. Inverted head and shoulders forming, maybe. The markets look like it test December lows. Why use Dow instead of the SPX? Well, you can use the SPY if you want to. But I can't see how you say that it looks like it's going to test the lows of December, because the market has clearly made this high up through here. And it's clearly made this high up through here. So it's not really showing any key indication. Now it may, but it's not showing any key indication that that's going to happen yet. We would need to have to first break past this if we break past the 2650 level on the S&P, that's when now we're probably going to start to look at the 2400 level being a target and so on and so forth. But until that happens, I definitely wouldn't want to be trying to say that's what's going to happen. US dollar is interesting here, resistance at this level, which should be supportive for gold. Well, I really wouldn't worry about that niche, because gold for the last couple of months has been going up, and US dollar for the last couple of months has been going up. So I wouldn't start to say, well, the dollar's at resistance, so that's going to have an effect on gold. The last couple of months, we've been seeing a nice bullish upward trend. In the last couple of months, we've seen a nice bullish upward trend. Like, you see what I'm saying there? Like, you can't rely on, well, US dollar's going to do this, so I'm going to trade gold based on this. And it's like, it's not going to work out that way. Euro USD pair thoughts. EUR/USD. Euro. Ready dreaming. Okay, cool. So the first thing I see through here is I see the daily chart. Let's check out this. All right, cool. All right. So this is what I'm seeing through here now on Euro USD. Firstly, I'm noticing how, hey birdies. Firstly, I'm noticing that we're just getting this very weak sort of downward movement through here. I'm noticing that, yeah, I'm noticing we're at this level through here. So we have this major area through here as resistance on this weekly chart. Let me go back to the daily chart. Yep, that's what I thought. So this whole area through here is a major resistance on the weekly chart and came down, found support. And as you can see through here, it's finding a lot of support through here, a lot of sort of just ugly sideways, no strength. If I go to the daily chart, again, just a very ugly sort of momentum. We are getting high, lower high here. We did have a breakout to the downside through here. So, this breakout to the downside, and let me actually bring this up through here a little bit more, because that's probably where the channel is, probably up through there somewhere. High, lower high. So we definitely have a bit of a sellers in control. If we do start to get a break back above into this channel, which is above this sort of line through here, if we do get if we hold here for say a week or so, or maybe you just say a week, if we hold here for a week and then we break back above it, this is going to be some sort of false breakout. And then if we confirm that by breaking above both these sort of the 1.15 level here, if that happens, then we're probably going to start to see a nice move back up to probably back up to at least these highs up through here somewhere. So it's probably going to have a run. So it breaks the 15, probably back up to the 1.18 level. And that's what I see through there, what's happening right now. So we have broken down through here. It's not the first bar of the move, which means we've had a lot of bars coming down and then the breakout. So that's what I'm seeing through there, Trent. If this is some sort of false breakout, then if once we're looking at this thing, this overall move could be some sort of Fibonacci 50 to 60% hold, and then we start to see a nice move back up again. But that's what I'm looking at there. Let's continue on through here. Oh, Drew retracting his message. I don't know why he does that. Bullhorn pattern. Cool. Could you please check RAPX? Looks like a nice breakout. RAPX. RARX. Yeah, very nice breakout. Very nice breakout. The problem with this is what? We're now getting towards these top of these levels through here, and this whole level through here could be some sort of danger with the with resistance levels here. So we have had a big break up, and we're getting a very big breakout, but we're getting towards the top of this range through here, which last time the market completely rejected it. So it may have some problems through there as well too. All right, but I love this pattern here. I love how we had this. Look at this here, guys. We had a nice trend in place, like a low, and then we had some sort of high low through here. We had this pullback here. We got all these small bars, and then we had this big breakout bar here, which, by the way, as you can see, it's breaking above this downward movement through here. Big breakout bar with volume, and then we had another follow through up. So it's probably, but the thing is, like, it's a big breakout bar. And oh, isn't that a coincidence, guys? Look at this here. I think not. Once again, guys, look at this here. What do we have through here? We have resistance, which is very similar to what I was showing before. Same as US dollar. Came down, found support. Big breakout, a big up bar with volume. And the market followed through. Tell you what, guys, I think I'm making this shit up. I think I'm making all this up. That's pretty much similar to pretty much the similar pattern, not the exact same pattern, but similar pattern. Resistance now becomes support, big up bar with volume, and a follow through. This is too difficult. You know what, guys? I think I need to go back to washing cars for a living. In fact, I love that pattern, so I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Because what I do, guys, is I take screenshot of all my trades. But if I notice something that I like, I take screenshots of it. So that was RARX. Yes, cool. All righty. Just my opinion, but you should be looking at the DX when analyzing US dollar. Well, the UUP is pretty much the UUP is pretty much in line with what the US dollar is doing there. Yeah. 1 hour ago, a fatal crash in Ethiopia on Sunday involving an update version of Boeing is putting the spotlight. Okay, cool. It may not have an effect on the markets. Yeah, DXY, a major resistance. Yeah, I don't have it here, but the UUP is the one that there. But yeah, the same thing, right? Like DXY, the UUP pretty much follows along with that as well too. So yeah, we are at major resistance right now, guys. So the UUP is the same thing when looking at that. Hard time to go up there. I would short USD. You would short the USD as it's in a clear upward trend. You're fighting the market. You're not respecting the market. You're fighting the market, not respecting it. Now, once again, guys, when you go to, and this is very, very, very big key here, guys, okay? When you go to mastertraderlab.com and grab your free trial, what I want you to do is I want you to come into here, right? And I want you to go down, I want you to go to here, and I want you to start listening to like this one here, this Kim's talk here, right? This one here, this Kim's talk here. Let me do this here.
Crazy.
Right, this Kim's talk here is going to start to give you a really good foundation of why you're not moving forward in the markets in a big way. This is such an awesome thing. Then I have an interview as held here as well too. And if you start looking to learn how to read the charts, this is the reason why I have this, chart reading master here as well too. And then I have a 3-part interview with my millionaire mentor, how he made almost $2 million in one trade and all that sort of stuff as well. So guys, this is the reason why I've put this in the Master Trader Lab. Again, you can get a free trial to that at mastertraderlab.com. And you can start the kick butt and start to learn these things, right? Like different charting boundaries, understanding price and time, powerful chart reading strategies. These are things, guys, that's going to really, really help you when trading the markets. And it's so important that you continue to do that and not try to get into something which you think, hope, or fear. And again, that's the reason why I give a free trial to that. And I'm always updating it with new content. Again, that's mastertraderlab.com. Grab your free trial there, guys. And if you're happy to stay, it's like $6 a month. So it's not really expensive. I've done that just to help people out. Newbie question, are you using software to find your setups? I do use software to help me assist with the setups. Yes, I do. Meaning like I have my setup. I run scans throughout the markets. With the stock market, that is, and then I go through a list, and then that's what I do. So when I'm looking for the scans, like this one over here, so this is my scan here, right? So this is my scan. So as I can see here, as of Friday, I had these ones here. So these green ones up here are potential setups for me, and this one down here, these red ones here are potential setups for me. I scan every single stock on the stock market that has options on it, which is a couple of thousand stocks, and then it brings back these here, and then it's up to me to start to go through these one by one to see which one is going to meet the trading rules and which one is not. And that's what I do. So these bring back the potentials, and then I just go through them. So it's really, really easy. So I can have my trading on the stock market, that is, I can have my trading done all in half an hour because it doesn't take me long to go through that list, see which one meet the rules, and then bam, I'm all over it. So that's basically what I do. Now with the Forex and futures, and I'm trading the smaller time frames such as the 2 minute, the 5 minutes, and all that sort of stuff, then no, I'm not doing what's the word for it? I'm not doing scans, right? Because I'm watching the intraday charts and I'm watching them as they unfold to see where my pattern is and all that sort of stuff. Why did the market went up after midday Friday last week? I don't know. Yeah. The thing is, like, we don't need to know why things happen, guys. We just need to say, okay, remember, guys, if you go back in history, right? If you go back in history, you'll be able to see without the news, without the fluff, without the crap, without anything else, what is the market telling us? And that's what I mean by flow with the market. Flow with the market. Are we buying UUP? If it meets your trading setup, yeah, cool. Hey, P, could I do analysis on JNUG? Sure. JNUG. JNUG is same with the GDX here, right? So, but the JNUG has actually had a lot of resistance at this $12 mark. The thing with JNUG is you can see we had a support broke down, and now we're going what? Now we're just gone sideways. We didn't continue down, and now it looks like it's trying to break up. So if we do get a break up out of this resistance level through here, then we could start to see JNUG could start to see a run towards what? To the next top of the channel. Then we go back to the daily chart here to see where that is. All right, so to the top of the channel. So we could get a nice, if we do break above, we do get back above this $12 level and continue running. First target is 16, and then we could get back above. Then we could have a nice run back up toward the $20 level, and then that'll be the first target for me. Now I'm not saying trade this, guys. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen. And then the next target, my next target would be up through here, which indeed actually goes inside of this resistance level over through here as well too. So, so that's what I see. Now again, guys, that's probably, if that happens, it's probably going to take many months for that to happen to get to the second target, and even maybe for the first target as well too. But if we do start to break above, let's go back to the weekly chart here for a minute. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that interesting, guys? The exact projected target of the channel here is right in line with that resistance. Is that a coincidence or what? I think not. Again, guys, you know what? I think I'm just making this up. You know, I'm just making it all up as I go on the fly. You know, I've been reading some technical analysis books, and I'm just sharing it with you what I'm reading on the technical analysis books. Yeah, right. There's no scripted here. So P, that's what I see what's happening to JNUG right now. We get back above this level. That's got to be some sort of a end of trend, potentially end of trend false breakout. And then if that happens, then you know, who knows? Who knows? So it's very, very tied to that there. Also BPTH. BPTH. Downtrend, massive downtrend. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Very volatile, big up spike. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. And did I say don't touch it? Don't touch it. All right. Hey, John, could you do Oh, okay, cool. Right now, S&P 500 futures down 3 points. Ooh, that means we're going to crash. Quick, everyone go short. Every time I play JNUG, almost all the time, it never worked. Okay, we just got to wait for the right time because it is a 3 times index, so you're gonna get the 3 times volatility, right? So if you want to play JNUG, you want to make sure your trading setup is also on the GDX as well too. right? So get some sort of setup on the GDX, and then also the JNUG over here, and then get that as well too. So again, it's the 3 times volatility index. You want to flow with the market, not fight the market as well too. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that BPTH. It's too volatile. That's just, yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch something that's going crazy in the markets. Yeah. So, but JNUG, as I said before, guys, right? JNUG looks like it's creating what we call some sort of false breakout through here, because we didn't. A false breakout simply means it breaks past a major level of support, right? Then just goes sideways and then breaks back above it. If that happens, then we could start to go for a run there. But what I just said there, guys, I personally won't be trading that. Why? Because I only trade my setup. I don't trade what you just got, what you just saw. Now, if you do trade those sort of things and you're confident in it and you'll be able to trade that every single time, then take it, right? Because remember, it's a success rate. So you may take this breakout and it may not work. Oh, I thought this system worked. Yeah, every single system has a success rate. So I'd say this false breakout system has probably a 70% success rate. 70%, I would say. That means 30% of the time you're going to have losing trades. You need to accept that. That's the reason why I only trade setups that give me like a 90% success rate. Now, the higher the success rate, the fewer the trades. And I'm okay with that because I like to trade more money per trade, less stress, and so on and so forth. Does JNUG follow gold? No, JNUG follows GDX. Oh, pretty much it's in line with the GDX. Or maybe even the miners of that. So even the GDXJ is looking pretty strong, isn't it? Look at that there. We break above 34 on the GDXJ, we can get a pretty nice run through there. Okay, cool. So guys, once again, if you haven't done so yet, guys, I see so many people struggling in the markets to this day. And I really, really, really want to drive home what you're getting with the free trial with the Master Trader Lab here, okay? So go to mastertraderlab.com if you haven't done so yet, guys, and grab your free trial. Again, if it's a free trial and if you're happy with it, it's only $6 a month for you to stay a member. And I'll continue adding more and more content here. But remember this one here, focus on what the market is telling you right now. This is actually a powerful training that I did here. This is going to really, really help you. The foundation to your success, even like a quick start guide to understanding this, the interviews, chart reading mastery, the advanced chart reading stuff as well too. This price and time technique is pretty amazing. And plus also the mindset here, guys. So guys, I'm telling you right now, it's at least a couple $1,000s worth of courses in the Master Trader Lab. It's going to help you get started in the markets if you haven't done so yet. And make sure you go watch this here. This is my mentor here, and it's going to really, really, really help you out there. Okay, it's really, really going to help you out there. Again, I'm giving away a free trial right now. I'm just doing this as a special, but I'm taking down the free trial soon, and also the actual $6 per month. I'm putting it back up to the normal price. So you want to do that, guys, go grab your free trial. And if you're not happy with it, let me know. You never be billed. If you are, then it's like $6 a month. So there you go, guys. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Have an amazing day. Keep trading well. Keep being smart. Flow with the market. Be patient, and you can rock it out with your socks out. See you guys.